Hello, my beautiful Leo. This is V with Pharaohs Tarot, and I'm here with your weekly Elemental Fire game reading, okay? Thank y'all so much for being here. I truly appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. All right, your cards are pulled. Before we get started, we will never reach out to you for personal readings or donations. If you would like to book a personal reading or give a donation, all the information is in the description box below. Please keep in mind we're still running our summer sale, 30% off all tarot readings, okay? The coupon is applied, so when you go to the site, just click the reading that you want, and then from there, check out. Okay, so let me go ahead and start here. You're in Queen of Swords energy, so yeah, you're standing your ground. Could be in a work situation. You're voicing what you've learned. Maybe you you know, you've leveled up in like a course, or you just experience wise, you're really standing on that, and you're maybe speaking to supervisors, or you now a supervisor or something like that, or maybe you're like teaching a class. But it's like this energy of you now believe in what you say, and you believe in your intelligence, and so you're moving forward with that. You could be making a decision about a work situation, and maybe you're even working on how you deliver messages, maybe being more diplomatic, okay? Because the Queen of Swords and like a shadow energy can kind of be a little cold, detached, a little harsh, okay? And so you're kind of rethinking that, because they're highlighting Three of Pentacles, so there is some sort of partnership that needs to happen. And so it's like kind of rubbing elbows, networking. You don't want to burn unnecessary bridges while also being authentic to who you are. So, I mean, you don't necessarily have to code switch or nothing like that, but there's some things you have to, like, you know, smooth out. You got to finesse some things sometimes. You got the Moon card and the Knight of Swords, with the Six of Swords, with the Four of Swords. So yeah, it was really revealed to you, yeah, with the Knight of Swords. Yeah, maybe you did have like a little quick tongue on you for a little bit, you know. Perhaps you were wondering why you were getting a certain reception from people. Or maybe this was you like speaking on subjects you really didn't know a lot about. You may have had like an idea about something, but you came into a Queen of Swords energy from this Knight. So it's like you actually study, you know. It's like study and show yourself approved. So now you're really embodying that energy. It could be with like work. It could be like with a spiritual situation. You've had some experience. You had some knowledge. So you're gaining wisdom, okay? And so they're trying to help you. In the past, you did like move away from rushing into things so quickly, okay? And taking like a no so personally, like taking it straight to heart, taking like rejection straight to heart. The divine rejection is protection. So if something didn't work out for you and you put your all into it, that's how it was meant to be, okay? There was a lesson there, something for you to grasp. And if you focus on that part, you can like level up even further, instead of being like in a repeated cycle of self-sabotage because you haven't completely healed. But that Four of Swords is letting me know you took some time to do the work. And so you have the Queen of Cups. I didn't even Queen of Cups with the King of Cups. So you could be like showing more love to yourself, to that, you know, loving that inner feminine, protecting that inner feminine, making more stable decisions. And when it comes to emotional stability, wanting to attract partners and people who are just as emotionally stable as you, okay? Because you have balanced out those energies. Maybe some of y'all are going to the beach as a vacation just to get some just to bring you back into your natural state. Maybe you live in like busy areas or always around buildings, and all you see is like this matrix that's built up around you all the time, even though you know spirituality is the core, and like it's like this energy of like getting back to the basics, because we're all born of water. So being in front of like a large body of water may help cool your jets a little bit. Something like that. Yo, okay. So we have the Lovers with the Nine of Wands with the Two of Swords. Okay, yeah. So there's some sort of choice, some sort of partnership that needs to be made here, some sort of communication that needs to happen. But yeah, you got this wounded warrior energy here, and the underbelly of that is fear. Okay, you're fiercely protecting yourself, but you're also keeping some good things out. And maybe you are, it's like you're waiting on victory and working at the same time, but you're kind of fearful of, am I waiting too long? What am I waiting on? Like, when the divine gives you a message, you'll know. You'll feel it in the core of you. You feel it. It's so peaceful. It's so sure. It's so certain. And so you don't have to wonder about that. Information from the divine comes with clarity and peace. It's not chaotic. It doesn't put you more in your head. It's just like this knowing. And so they're trying to help you clear out any like fear, trepidation within you. Yeah, you don't want to sabotage this new offering, but you're going to be strategic when this blessing comes in because you work so hard for it. So if it's like a windfall of coins, you're going to be investing it properly. So go ahead and get a list out now. So like say you're waiting on funds or something like that. Go ahead and write what you're going to do when you get it. So when you get it, you'll have a game plan. Okay. But with this Chariot, it may be a move. So, you know, go ahead and scope out whatever scene it is you want to move on, or wherever you want to move. Like you want to move to a new area. Okay. Go visit it. Go see how the atmosphere is. Go see what the neighborhood is at night and in the daylight. It's just that energy of kind of, don't let fear make you not move forward. Just because it hasn't manifested in 3D yet, if you are working towards it, your intention is to get there, it will happen. So be prepared for when it comes. Be prepared to move, because with this Chariot, as soon as it's dropped, like the energy is going to be propelling you forward, and you don't want to be like, you know, it's like waiting for somebody to pick you up or something and it's taking longer than you thought. So you went ahead and took your shoes back off and made your little snack you on the couch, and then all of a sudden they pull up and they're like, I'm here. And it's like, oh my God, okay, now you got to clean up, wash your face, hands, put your shoes on, all that stuff. So you want to be ready. So you have the Emperor with the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, so they're advising you to stand in your power, okay? Aries energy. You're a natural born leader, first and foremost, Leo, but you've also gained the experience and knowledge so you can stay in that position. And so don't let anybody like knock you off your position, period. Don't let imposter syndrome come in and convince you that you don't deserve whatever blessings are coming your way. So you have the Hierophant with the Ace of Swords. Yeah, you're getting clarity about a long-term commitment. You're getting clarity about what it's actually going to take to maintain a long-term commitment. You've been asking for the keys. So you're getting some. Maybe you've been praying for clarity on a situation. Maybe if it's spiritually, you've been praying on like a deeper understanding of like something esoteric, something of the occult, something that's hidden, and it's about to come through full force. It's going to help create a stability for you, Taurus. Energy is going to help you realize who you are, where you come from. It's going to increase your personal confidence and your personal value. This could be clarity on you. Maybe you've been wondering if you need more education, you need to go back to school, or you want more clarity on like a marriage situation. Ten of Cups with the Death card. Yeah. Quite frankly, it's a couple of ways I'm reading this. You're transforming your idea of partnership, but for some of y'all in the past, you really experienced, or maybe you feel like somebody always going to try to cheat on you, always going to get over on you or something like that. They're always going to play on your emotions because they know you have a big heart and you'll show up for them and you're loyal. That's just fear, okay? The divine is helping you transform your idea of partnership, whether love, platonic, or business. For some of y'all have like lost partners in the past, like, you know, transitioning from the physical to the spiritual world. So sending y'all a lot of love, and maybe you're just afraid that, you know, if I love again, that's just gonna happen again or something like that. Keep in mind that we work with benevolent love experience, and yes, life happens, but the divine knows your heart and they know what you've worked hard for. So they're sending a match for you, okay? So just kind of get that pride and ego out of the way in terms of feeling like oh, I know how this is already gonna play out type energy. You're gonna end up preventing a beautiful new beginning of some sort. You got the Page of Cups with the Page of Wands. Yeah, you know which direction you need to go in. You know, to maybe you're saying, should I lead with my emotions or should I lead with my passion? Should I lead with this? It's a combination of the two, okay? And using your intuition will let you know which one to lead with, okay? If it's like delivering a message, think of it like motivational speaking. Like whoever you're speaking to, like sometimes you deliver a message based on like an emotional feeling, like telling people like, oh, this is going to help your family and this is going to help you level up. Or if you want to lead with like more passion and fire, it's like, you can do this, you know, get up, you know, stand in your power, da 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 da. So it's just like you'll know how to move. But if this is like a love situation, you'll know when to lead with like more passion. You don't want to start off super lusty. You don't want to start off love bombing. But this is a page, so it's like you know to take it step by step. You got to trust yourself more. You're overthinking it. Just even saying that is like overthinking. But I'm pulling Shaman Oracle card. Yeah, we got the World with the Five of Swords here. There's an ending on you being manipulated, an ending on you accepting that, because you can see now part of that energy is hold on, the music stop. Okay, my apologies. Part of you acknowledging how you were manipulated in the past is you taking your power back and taking responsibility for the part that you played in situations. That is paramount. That's what really transforms you, is when you step back and you see, okay, how was I a part of this confusion? How was I a part of this deception? And 9 times out of 10, earlier on, there were red flags, there were signs that you looked over because of a lack of experience for sure, but also a lack of love for yourself. There may have been like wounding in the past that caused you to not stand up for yourself, not speak up for yourself. Or with that Five of Swords, it could have been like a little bit of manipulation in terms of, well, this person is doing this, but I'm still getting this from them, so we're just gonna ride this out. Not realizing those type of situations always crash and burn. Okay, Five of Swords, nobody wins in that situation. Absolutely never. So we have a Shaman Oracle card. While I'm shuffling the cards, like the video, please. That would be very helpful. Also, subscribe to the channel if you feel moved to. We go live on TikTok, where we love to have you join us over there as well. Okay, so we have the Mystical Shaman with the Child with the Spiral. Yeah, maybe as a child you've always had like this connection to the divine. You've always had this like spiritual energy, and perhaps that wasn't always honored. So so maybe like it's like, don't get weary in well doing. Now you're finally accepting yourself for who you are, tapping into your gifts, tapping into the love you had for something as a child, and realizing that with this spiral here, it's like you always had the juice, you always had the gift, and so now you're getting clarity on how to use that gift, trusting that gift. So this is the equivalent of you peeping something out the gate and then be like, nah, that can't be true, that don't make sense to what I'm seeing, and then later on you found out that was the case. That probably happened a lot, and then so now you're finally trusting, like, okay, I know what I feel, I know what I'm talking about here, and so I'm leading with that. Okay. And so yeah, with that energy as well, it could be information based, work based, however it resonates for you. But we have the spiral here, so keep in mind that your challenges, some things may look like it's repeating, but you're actually like leveling up. A spiral hits different points. A circle just goes in the same pattern, hitting the same points. A spiral expands. So your situations may have looked the same, but with each lesson you were growing, you were gathering more information, your knowledge was expanding, and so you're becoming more of who you meant to be. Oops, split wild woman, absolutely. More of who you meant to be, standing in your power, standing in your uniqueness, owning your presence, everything that comes with that. Okay, unapologetically. And you have the Witness on the bottom. Yeah, so you become an observer of life. Okay, you stop doing so much and started to like take that step back. Maybe you incorporated more reflection time into your schedule, more time with the divine, and that also helped you. Also in conversations, I'm getting some of y'all were so quick to respond and quick to join in, but you became more silent. You allow other people to speak, and if you're of a high vibration, maintaining a silence allows you to become a mirror for that other person. So like, say if someone's wanting advice or something like that, you just sitting in love and silence and care, sometimes they'll answer their own questions while they're asking you a question. Like they'll literally answer it. So it's like this energy of trust your intuition, know when to speak, know when to chill, know when to use the tools of your magician arsenal, okay? But you will have healing on partnerships. You will get the partnership you deserve. It's coming in. You will have victory. Okay, you will have reciprocity, Leo. Just be ready to move when it does. That's what I'm saying. It's coming in. Just be ready to move, okay? Cancerian, you could be dealing with Cancer energy, or you could have some of that in your chart. But it's like this energy of forward motion, onward and upward, okay? So hopefully this was helpful, Leo. Like, share, subscribe. Join us over on TikTok at Pharaohs Tarot. We have Oracle pulls over on Instagram as well. Remember our 30% off all of our tarot readings summer sale. Everything you need is in the description box. So much love and light to you, Leo. Namaste.